When anyone buys a new Traeger, one of the first questions they ask is, how do I clean it? And it is an important part of owning a Traeger, so let's dive in. Truth be told, this isn't a real complicated process, but it is something you need to do very frequently to avoid grease fires. You want to change out your foil. You want to get all the wood shavings, or at least sawdust, if you will, out of your grill, so that when you are using it, you don't catch any excess fire, you don't have any problems with the burn pot, things like that a lot of people don't consider when they first buy one of these. Very simple process, just make sure to do it. You want to do it probably about every 20 hours. I like to do it a little bit sooner, but let's get right into it. So first and foremost, you got to get your grill apart. First, you're going to take out the grates here. One thing you want to be really careful about is as you take out these grates, you're going to have there's going to be a little temperature sensor on the side up at the top that you'll see here as I take out the second one. The top grate will come out first, bottom one can come out second, doesn't really matter which, but this temperature sensor is really important for your cooking cycles, so it's how it regulates the heat in your grill, and in this case, the Traeger one in this particular model is right there on the side, so be really careful you don't knock it off. And the same is true when you pull out this drip tray. It's going to funnel out the side, but you want to be really careful as you lift this out. Even if you've got the old foil and things like that, you just want to be careful that you don't catch that sensor as you pull it out. You're going to set this aside. We're going to replace the foil at some point here, but that will leave you with an almost open grill. You'll see a lot of the wood shavings inside that you want to vacuum up, and you're going to have that heat shield that we're going to pull off as well. That heat shield just kind of lifts out. It's got tabs on each side, and it'll lift out, revealing your fire pot there. And you'll want to clean this out as well, but I'm going to use a shop vac. You can use any type of shop vac. You want to use one that's not used on your carpets and stuff on the inside, because it's really hard to get this back out of your vacuum cleaner once you do. It's a very simple process here. You're just going to vacuum out all of those wood shavings. It's going to take you probably less than 5 minutes to do this. It really is a very simple process, but you'll see me here. It just kind of sucks it up. It's a really fine, powdery type of wood, and you want to go over all of the inside, including the fire pot. So when you actually get to the fire pot itself, you want to be really careful because there's an igniter in the bottom of it and your auger. So you just want to vacuum it out. Don't be too aggressive with it. It's going to be just fine. You just got to vacuum it out. Now you want to grab one of these scrapers. This is kind of a putty knife. I use this to clean out the grease trap on the side. It's really easy for that to get caked up in there, but you can just scrape it off. It's the really easiest way to do so, and it makes life a little bit easier instead of trying to white paper towels or anything else down through there. If you had a sponge or something, that might work as well, but this tool has really helped me out to ease it. And then we're going to grab this citrus safe cleaner and we're going to spray out the inside. Be sure that you avoid the fire pot in the middle there the best you can, and you're going to just wipe out any remaining grease or other things that accumulate down there in the bottom. Won't take too long to do this step either, and you'll be ready to go as far as reassembly. As you can see here, I'm a little OCD, so I take my time here. I like my grill to stay fairly clean because in the long run, it just keeps things a little bit easier every time you clean it time and time again. You'll notice that fire pot is nice and clean, and everything along the edges, all the silver parts, I try to get back to that factory silvery color, and it works out really, really well. So the next time you pop up for a cleaning and your 20 hours or so is complete, you will be ready and you won't have near as big of a mess. Now reassembly, you're just going to put that heat shield back on there that covers up your fire pot, and it's just going to pop right back in place. So be sure to remove your foil, put up new foil almost every time you use the grill. I like to do it every single time just for safety's sake, so that grease doesn't build up too much, and that can be a fire risk. Now you're going to stick that tray back in, that drip tray, and you're going to make sure that on the side here you can have little tabs that you can put into place so that it actually holds that drip tray in place. Now you'll see me kind of ease it into the groove here and just make sure that it is secure so that it doesn't move around during your cooks. After that, you're just going to reassemble your grill and slide those grill grates back in. Once again, you want to be really careful when you do this because you don't want to hit that temperature sensor as you go back in with these. And it's easy to forget about because it is just that little piece on the side, and it can bend super easily, especially when you put this second grate back in because it does fit into the slots here. And there are a couple different orientations that you can put this in. But largely, once you finish that up, you are done cleaning your grill. You can be sure to clean those grates off to the side. I use a little bit of Dawn dish soap to clean mine out, but a lot of people don't like to do that because it takes away some of the seasoning. But for me, it works really well, and it leaves you with a nice result, and you're ready to go once again. But if this video was helpful, please subscribe. There's got more content coming. There's a lot of recipes up on the channel, and there's plenty of shorts as well.